Sorry, I might edit that out. There's a pole. I can't dance. So I'm learning things, 50 some odd years old, you're always learning stuff. So I've recently learned that most people make plans when they do projects and sketches and ideas and blah blah, and I just see it in my head and I make it. So I had somebody ask me if I could make them a casket shaped cat sleep bed, little cat bed, casket shaped. So I have a picture in my head. I'd like to show it to you, but I can't. So I'm going to attempt to make that, and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it goes well, and you guys enjoy it. This is the stuff you get in a stupidity channel like mine. Is yeah, I like cars. Yeah, I do car shows. I make stuff with wood. I did plumbing today. I should have brought you in on that because that was a whole adventure. I've just kind of done everything my entire life, so I don't know. I don't even really want to say how I learned it. I just started doing shit, and sometimes I'd fail and sometimes I succeed, and that's how you learn stuff. But anyway, so yeah, cat-shaped coffin. Coffin, not cat-shaped. That'd be a hard cat-shaped coffin. Coffin-shaped cat bed, a lot easier. So most of the stuff I'm going to source out here in the barn. I did go buy some plywood for. I don't want to say the top and bottom because I have a thought. I hope it works out like I want it to. I want to take and make the coffin shape, and I want it to have a bottom, and then I want it to be about, I don't know how thick I'm going to make it. I got to decide that yet. And then I'm going to put another coffin shaped piece the same size, and then build my coffin on up. But I'm going to basically build little slots so I can hopefully put pull-outs for food and water bowl. Seems a little over the top at the moment, but what else do I got to do on a random Saturday at 5:56 in the evening? So anyway, let's get started. Base of my cat coffin. So I look cat sized. I don't know if you noticed that or not, but I had these two pieces clamped together so that way they are as close to the same as I can probably get them. And what are my measurements? I don't know all of them. This started off as 4 inches. I didn't like it, so I moved down a little bit more to get it a little wider. This started off as 4 inches, and I decided it didn't need to be wider. I think it's somewhere around 6. These are both about 4 inches. Have no clue how long these lines are. So yeah. Now let me find some wood to build the rest of this. So here's my sacrificial piece of wood. I have no clue what it is, other than it's old. It's really straight grained. Somebody suggested that it's Western red cedar. It's really light. I'm not sure. It doesn't have much of cedar smell at all, but it's really, really old. Really old. So my plan is I'm going to take it over here to the table saw and I'm going to make a 1/4-inch groove all the way down somewhere through here. So this is where this will inset into the bottom. This will be the outside of my casket. And then I will move up, I don't know, several inches, maybe through there somewhere, and make another groove for the second piece. So then you'll have one on bottom, this will wrap all the way around, this will be my cat box, and then I will make my pull-outs for the food and water below this. And my plan on that really is just a drawer with a hole in it that you can set a bowl in. I actually have the bowls picked out. I got to find them and figure out how big that hole needs to be. But anyway, so that's my plan. I'll get you set up and you can see if I lose a finger at the table saw. I might run this through the planer first just to get it clean. But that was a few passes. It didn't take much. This was already really smooth, but just wanted to knock some of the old off of it. It just had some stain on it and this and that, which I'm probably going to stain this when I'm all done anyway, but you know, just trying to get it to the position I want it. So I didn't mention it. So some of you know, if you've watched my videos, that my hammer that I used was my ex-father-in-law's. He's since passed away. His name was Lonnie Dale. That's what I call the hammer. The circular saw that I was using, his name's Jesse, because that was actually my ex-mother-in-law's dad's circular saw. When he passed away, I bought this in like 91 or 92 at his auction. And so I've had it a long time. Cut the cord in half twice. So the cord keeps getting shorter, but the saw keeps working good, so why get rid of it? This planer I got from an auction after my stepdad had passed away. I don't really call the planer Bill, but you know, I'd probably call it Floyd. But anyway, so a lot of my tools are hand-me-downs of some form or another, kind of. I mean, I bought them, but they were well used when I got them. So you don't have to have new shit to do everything. It's nice, but my table saw, so here's a router, here's my table saw. I bought that off Facebook Marketplace and made it all work. So you know, it's all in what you can do. You can do it. So I got my saw set up here. I don't know if you can see this. I'll probably have to move you when I go changing, but this is how deep I want to go into my board, and that is my width for my bottom piece. So I will make this pass. I will have to move this in a blade width, make another pass, because I don't have a diode blade, diode blade, I don't know, something like that, because you know, those blades are expensive and muck's poor. So you know, I bought this table saw for 20 bucks, and I bought this rail system off of Facebook for another 25 bucks, and together they're a pretty accurate system. So you know, I can't replace it for several $100s, to be honest. You know, I mean, it would take a I don't know, I'd probably spend about $700 or $800 to get something that would be as accurate and I'd like as well as this. So, you know, you just create and you go and you make it happen. So that's what I was going for. It's for this guy to fit in the groove, top and bottom. There we go. I got a couple little pieces to trim off. You can see them right here. Where it's just paper thin. I'll just take something here in a minute and I'll knock all those guys off. And that should take care of that. And no Dido blade or however it's called, but you know, not bad. Not bad, it'll work. So a blacksmith buddy of mine made this little knife for me. It's supposed to be some kind of Japanese marking. It's what they use to, like, instead of a pencil, they actually use these to mark their lines and this and that. I still use a pencil, but yeah, it done real good getting all that off there. So yeah, this has been a great present, just a gift that he gave me. He's a good dude. But anyway, all right, enough about that. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to measure all my pieces here and get an idea of how long each one is. So that would be 7 5/8. So I'll cut this longer because I gotta you know, piece it together. So I'll cut each one of my pieces longer there. So that is about 4 inches. This one is about 4 inches. Didn't measure this one, did I? Yeah, that's pretty good. 7 5/8. So that would be 10. That would be 5/8. That's 11/16. I don't know if you can see that or not, but so I'm measuring at the 1. So that's real close. And then of course you got this guy, which is 6. So if you've seen that, you know, I'm using the 1 as my starting point because you know, that's what I want to do. So 7, that's actually 6. But anyway, so I did that with all those. God, my glasses. It's like mid 80s, 87, 88, and humidity's real high, so the reel feels like, you know, 109 and some crap like that. So I'm just melting right now. But anyway, so now I will take and I'll measure it off on this. I'll cut each one, like my 6, I'll cut it a little long. My 4, I'll cut it a little long, and I'll have to taper all these edges. And I'm not sure that's the best way to do it. Maybe I need to pick a place to start, cut my fitted edge, figure out my angle for that, and I'll probably have to use the regular arm saw for that, which is just awesome. And yeah, that's what I'll do. I think I'll use the regular arm saw. I'll have to angle it, and man, figuring out my angles on this is going to be fun, piecing it together. I may actually have to cut one, place it, and then cut this one to fit that, and then cut this. How to do this easiest? Think. Feel like Winnie the Pooh. Think. All right, this is my regular arm saw. I had one more dangerous than this one. I traded for this one, and the other one was really powerful, but sketchy. It had no guards on it, nothing. I got a compressor over there. You got lungs like these, why would you use a compressor? So anyway, I'm going to angle the blade. I'm just going to guess here and get the saw set where I want it, and I'm going to make my first cut, and go from there. I might actually make two. I might cut the top and the bottom. Just have to figure that out. So I won't bore you with all that, but I'll let you watch from the speedy view. So guessing's not working. Not having any luck with my ankles at all. I've got to rethink this whole thing. Not exactly sure what I'm going to do at this moment. Yeah. It's I've tried. I'm generally not really bad with math. This is something I don't use very often, and you know, I've always kind of let the machines do it for me, but these are oddball. So I did some math, and like if you can see my whole figuring here, I come up with I needed a 142.5 degree angle. That would be this guy. So you cut that in half, that would be 71.25. I tried that. That didn't work. That was way off. So, you know, then I went to this and I thought, hey, let's try this. I just took and made the triangle off the board, and I'm like, hey, I just need to match these lines right here, you know, and that'll be good. Now I got to come up with this angle to match that line. This one fits pretty good, but I got to guess this angle out here now and figure out what it is. So I don't know if this is going to work or not, but that's where I'm at right at the moment. Guessing angles again. So I could really use a protractor. An amateur tractor would probably work, but you know, for one that's given up its chance at the Olympics and went pro, so I know it's the best of the best, because that's pros are the best of the best, right? Maybe not. Maybe the Olympic people are better. I don't know. The amateurs. So I'm an amateur. I'm obviously not better than a pro. So yeah. I don't know. It's time to start guessing another angle. Maybe I can get this one figured out, and we'll get something. I don't know. I'll give it a shot. We'll see. So guessing that fits my outside angle real good. My inside angle looks like shit. Outside angle. Oh, good. Inside angle. Bad. That's because they're not even. I hate this. I hate when I struggle with things, because that's generally not my issue. I generally breeze through stuff pretty easy, and you know, this is a whole new learning curve. When I was asked to build a cat coffin sleep box, I thought, yeah, I can do that. I know what a coffin looks like. So yeah, I'm gonna keep digging. And the good news is if I can't make the insides flush per se, is I've already bought felt that I plan on lining the whole inside of the coffin with. So you know, and a cushion. So so yeah, it's gonna get felt on it, so you won't really see it, but I would rather it be closer to correct. So that said, I gotta figure this out. So okay, I took my little Japanese marker knife here. I laid a piece of cardboard underneath my casket base, like so, and put the front edge here, even with the thing, and I cut it off, so I have made this edge, right? So now I'm gonna take this edge and go put it on my table and get my blade lined up, and maybe that'll work. I'm not exactly sure. Looks like they're pretty close on both sides, so you know, I mean, every side I put it on, it looks like all these 4 boards would meet up and work good with this angle. So let's give it a shot. So better, not perfect. Better, not perfect. Okay, but I'm getting somewhere. Now I need to figure out, do I need more angle or less angle? I need less angle, right? To get this butt up there, I need a little less angle on both those cuts. That much cut in between, right? Right. Tell me I'm right, please. Tell me I'm right. Okay, looks good on the outside, looks good on the inside. So we get over here to my little saw, and it's you know, what is that, 40, 35, like 32 degrees ish, something like that is what that angle is. That math does not make sense to me, but okay. That's got me somewhere. Let me see if I can get this piece cut correctly, and then I can work on getting both those pieces cut correctly with overhang, so I can start working on the back side of that for a new angle. Yay. So hopefully you could see I am getting somewhere, but it's getting so hard to hold together. I think I'm about to start gluing stuff to this board. So I'm going to start with my end piece. I'm just going to glue it to this edge and get it to set up, and then I'll glue this piece to the seam and this edge, get it to set up, and I'll work my way around until I get down to this piece where I think I need to shorten it just a little bit more. But I want to get these glued on because everything's moving so much. I need stability. So that's my plan. I'll get this jigged up for some glue and then go from there. So the first joint's dry. Now I'm working on the second one, and I'll let this dude set for about 30 minutes or so, and then I'll work on this piece here, which ought to set a little bit better, hopefully. And you know, not so many clamps. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 clamps on this guy right now, trying to hold everything together so it can set up good. I got a good glue squish, so you know, get your glue squishing out of your joints, and hopefully that works out. But anyway, I'm getting somewhere now. We'll see. So I dropped it. Shit fell off. I threw things. I should have the camera on. You'd enjoyed it. So I've had to re-glue. So this is my new way to do it, and I'm gonna walk away from it for I don't know, probably somewhere around 24 hours, and let these two pieces set up, and then I will tackle another piece, and hopefully I can tackle another piece after that. Maybe I can tackle 2 at once. I don't know. I just know that this is going to kill me. They will cremate me and put me in this cat coffin. That's what's going to happen. If they sell these and it's $200, it's worth it. This is a pain in the ass. So if you want a cat coffin, or a coffin shaped cat bed, or a cat coffin, either one, I'm sure somebody on Amazon sells them. I'm gonna look, and they're probably like $60, and I've already blown up, you know, like $60 worth of wood, so you know that's scrap now. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, buy it. Not worth it, but I'm still digging on it because, you know, I'm stupid. I should give up and buy one. I'm a dumbass. So I keep plugging away because, you know, I'm going to build it. And I'll learn from it. And you know what I'll learn? Never make a coffin-shaped anything. It sucks. Alright, ready to make a piece. I always say that. I don't know why. But anyway. So I've been getting some stuff glued on. Trying to figure out the best way to start taking shit loose. Little by little. And utilizing all the clamps I got, practically. Trying to make stuff happen. And I'm getting somewhere. I think I finally got all the pieces cut, or all the pieces glued on that I've got cut, so I've got to start cutting pieces again. But you know, not perfect, but not bad. And so my whole math didn't work out like I expected it to. Probably can't see me, I'm standing here, standing up way too high, but my whole math probably didn't work out the way I expected it to. So I think, so I come up with 114 on this angle, and I thought, you know, 114 cut in half, that's the angle I want. That's not right. So this angle, I don't have it wrote down, but I think it's my 33, because I got 66 here. That's the number I need to cut in half, and yeah, that's probably about right. Anyway, so I got it set up over there. Come with me. We will look. Yeah, I cut this last one at like 34 degrees. So yeah, I think 30. I just figured out the other day that I think I've got all these angles right and wrong at the same time. So right as the aspect of, yeah, I did some serious math and I did it right. Wrong as the aspect of I'm using the wrong angle that I want to use, but my missus got me one of these. I'm not 100% sure how to use this thing, but it's been so long. But I think therefore I am. Let's see here. So I want this dude on 0. That's my 0. Yeah. I don't know. I'll play with it. But right now I think I got this angle ready to cut. So I'm going to do some measuring here real quick, and I'm going to do some cutting. So I'm going to get this dude on and clamped. And man, I'm just doing it one piece at a time. It's going to take me all week. But oh well, what else do I got to do? Go to work? Oh yeah, I got to do that, don't I? Oh well, it'll be all right. My inside gaps aren't as good as my outside gaps. You can see I got a little gap there, but you know what? It's for a cat to sleep in. Ain't got to be perfect, but you know, it's not something I'm making to sell somebody. I don't sell hardly anything because, you know, I suck at this stuff. But anyway, all right. Let me see what I can do with this cutting this board. All right, that is that one cut, glued, clamped. And what I've been doing with these guys is just letting them set overnight. You know, old tight bond's generally pretty good, but man, I was just struggling with this guy, and I've just backed off. I've got, you know, a couple weeks to get it done, and you know, I was really just kind of hurrying because I wanted to put it all out on a video. But yeah, I'm just going to slow down, and tomorrow I'll cut another piece and another piece. I may move back up here. I think I got enough wood ready to move up there, and then I'm going to figure out how much wood I need, cut me another piece off of this, and then get my lines in it for my inset. But anyway, all right, there we go. Another one clamped. It's a nice cool morning compared to what it has been in the world of muck, and I think we're getting somewhere on this guy. So I have one more piece to do. Gotta scrape some glue off here, fix a corner, and I got to cut this piece to fit, get him where he fits, and then I want to put a drawer in the bottom of this dude for the food bowls. So I think I'm going to go ahead and make a line and cut this guy off. I may end up cutting this guy off after he's glued, so I got a full side, but I really could probably get away with just these two and leave this. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing. You know, my gaps are still not perfect by no means. I got a little more gap there than I'd like to have, but you know, it's for a cat. So I'm sure the cat will not mind. But anyway, all right, let's get to work. Okay, that has all my clamps on it that I need, I guess. Clamping it pretty good. I got my piece cut out for my drawer, and I also have a bottom that goes on here, so I'll make my drawer. This bottom will get glued here, will not get glued here. I may put a knob on here, I may leave it hidden, I don't know. Depends how hard it is to get open. You know what I mean? And so now I gotta figure this guy out. So he's a pretty simple plan per se, but we'll see. So I think I'm just going to come off this guy here all the way to here, come off this guy all the way to here. I'll put some runners maybe to keep me straight, and if I need to, I'll put some kind of hook to keep it from pulling all the way out, but I don't really care if he pulls all the way out, I don't think. But you know, we'll just see how fancy I get. But anyway, I'm getting there. Hopefully you know, this is a weekend day. I was hoping to have this done by now, and a new video for you guys, and I'm falling behind. So we'll see what happens, but I'm working on it. So yeah, I'll get to work. So this is the piece I cut off this board when I needed to make it 13 inches wide, which was this distance. It just so happened it was the right size to use as a spacer, so this will sit on the baseboard, and while this edge has that piece on it, will sit on the floor, and we'll keep it even. So I got that clamped and gluing. I'm going to walk away from this for a second, and I'm going to work on runners for here that'll just keep the door straight. So basically you're just going to glue a piece here, glue a piece here, and I don't know if I got that very well. Glue a piece here, glue a piece here, and that will keep the drawer from doing this stuff, you know. And also that little lip that I got on there will help keep it hooked in here. So, and I will have to, I just realized this, that I've done this, I don't want to say I've done it backwards, but those pieces will hook here. I will have to make another piece for the bottom to keep it even. I got to figure that out in a minute. After I get that done, get that dude set in there and get my door on, then I'll have to figure this piece out and make another piece, a block to glue on the same spot that will be my spacer to keep it level. So this is my hook to keep it from pulling out. This is my space to keep it level. All right, that's where I'm at. My workshop's in there. It's a little creepy looking, and my place has growed up like mad out in the pasture because I'm too lazy to mow. I feel like the donkeys should keep everything ate down, but they don't. I'm gonna have to buy like 50 goats. But anyway, yeah, that's Frankie's barn. My barn's haunted by a ghost. Believe his name is Frankie from everything I found. And there is a video by Exploration Unknown about Frankie in my barn. There's a story of Frankie in my videos. So when you watch my videos and I'm in the barn, keep an eye out. I'm always curious because I should watch my videos, I guess, because I'm kind of curious if stuff happens that I don't notice because I'm just working away, but the video camera catches it. So it'll be kind of interesting. Anyway, yeah, let's go see how my glue's doing. Drawer is clamped together and drying. I have my bottom spacer, my top spacer, my facing, my holes for my bowls. Here's the bottom of my box. So I can't glue this down until after I put the drawer in, because that will keep the drawer from coming out. Hopefully, that's my plan anyway. And you know, we'll see. So I get this done, get that glued on, that put in, then I will take it up to the garage and I'll fire up the air compressor and get out a DA and some sandpaper and sand it off, and then I think I'm going to use what's that called, stain, and stain it black, because you know it's a casket and it's creepy and it's gonna be awesome. So anyway, but and it'll match the bowls. So yeah, getting there, and yeah, we'll see. I'm getting closer. So this is gonna be like a 19-hour video on how to build a casket, cat-sized, for a cat bed. And it's taken me, you know, this is the beginning. I guess this is just the end of the first week, 1 week. But that's part because I got tired of fighting my glue, and I was like, all right, you're curing 24 hours, bud. So I walked away from it. And this stuff today, I've been a little bit easier on, but when you're fighting all those angles, I needed it to cure. So yeah, pipe bond's generally pretty good, about an hour set, and it's pretty good, but I was putting too much pressure on it, it wouldn't stay because I was clamping against what I had just glued, so can't do it. But anyway, alright, we're getting there. Whew. Now if I could just get Elvira running right, I'd have it made. Getting somewhere. I think it's all together. This is my drawer. Whoop. That's my drawer closed. So now I got to stain it. Well, I got to sand it, I got to stain it, and then I got to put the material on the inside and the pillow. So that's where I'm at now. And yeah, but I think I'm done in Frankie's barn, and I can head to the garage. Bam.
that is a coffin-shaped cat bed. The foam you see me cutting was just stuff I had laying around the garage. I had to cut it in half because I decided it was too thick. You know, I want the cat to have some good hide spot there, and you know, I think it came out pretty good. Let's get a closer look. My edges didn't come out too bad. A little run right here, but you know, there it is. I just glued that to the foam. I figure the cat won't care. So anyway, project complete.